Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vital Zeros. And I just wanted to show you a little idea I had. I'm just going to play this over and over again for a little bit until you understand my thinking. So what's happening here is HHA is applying a taunt effect, which is a crowd control, and also a stun. But you'll notice Valkyrie isn't behaving like she normally does. She is not burning anybody aside from HHA, and that is because taunting, as it appears to me, takes the passive she has, where she burns the team. I think it's like 3 enemies or something like that, upon receiving a CC, and it just gets applied to HHA instead, only. And so that leads me into my next point. Who cares? Some of you might think, well, HHA stuns, so why not use him in Void Campaign? Taunts, rather, with his core, which is technically true. However, it prioritizes the highest attack, and the flame strikes are the highest attack on Void Campaign stages. And so that's not particularly helpful. But the thing is, we now have another hero that can taunt. That being Chaos-bound Spirit Yagi. You'll notice here there's a 75% chance to taunt each enemy respectively. That's 2 rounds, and it's the front line. So if you taunt both frontline Valks, that is now your whole team that can't get burned until the Gaggy dies. However, you might now think, well, wait a minute, the Valks do like infinite damage. How is he going to survive? Well, there's a recent strategy that came out that involved using Holy Armor. And so if you used Holy Armor and Torch, or Holy Armor with Dot Reduce on the Awaken, I suspect that he would be a crazy tank for you if you're stuck on a Valkyrie stage in Void Campaign. Of course, Holy Armor implies you need an A tier hero or higher, which is true. But if you're in Chapter 6 on the Valkyrie stages, you're already probably a bit of a spender. And, well, Gaggy has been underwhelming and has flown under the radar for a while. So if this strategy is going to catch on, this will be when he's probably the cheapest. So at this point, it may be worth taking a look at it. There is a copy that just sold for 11k Starry Gems. If you're into pushing leaderboards, could be something that is for you. But now I'm going to introduce the new miniseries that I came up with. I was talking to people in the Barry Gaming Discord server. Shout out Barry Gaming. Go hang out there. He's a cool guy. I like it there a lot. But I say that as if I've interacted with Barry. I've said like 2 things to him on my entire Discord career. But the community's nice as well. But so my new series, I haven't come up with a new or good idea for it. But what we're going to call it is the how many delay seams does it take to crash the game series. And so what our goal is every week or so, what we're going to do is we're going to go into Flame Shrine, and we are going to apply as many dots as possible in a stepwise manner. We don't want to start out with like 5 Delasiums, mostly because I don't have them, but that's okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to see how many Delasiums it takes paired with my Geister to crash the game. So that's our ultimate goal. We've got some tricks that we can use. But you'll notice the game's already experiencing slowdown. That's not on my phone's part. That's the game doing that. And so this just seems like the most humorous video idea that I've had in a while. And so basically the delay seems to replicate the dots, and then the game slows down as time goes on because they extend the duration of the dots as well. And so just you'll notice that the fake plate in the back has 131 burns right now, 136, 140. It just keeps on going like that. And so that this idea just seems hilarious. So basically, we're going to record how slow it looks now. It's a new record for me, by the way. Screenshot, prepare your eyes. Bam. And so basically, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep on throwing on Delaciums until the game crashes, and then that will be the series endpoint. But don't worry, it might seem like a short series, but um, the thing about that is I don't have Delacium copies. I have like two in the bag and no chest to pull them from, so this will be a very, very drawn out series. I can't afford to make episodes super often, but so this this just seems like this seems like a really good idea, and you might be able to tell that I'm more energetic than I usually am, and that's because I'm legitimately excited to do this. It seems like a really, really funny idea, and I hope you feel the same way. Probably a shorter video now, which is good because it won't take a long time to upload. But yeah, this seems like an exceptionally good idea to me. Yeah, this is funny. I like Easter. He's kind of cool. Damage looking like. See, we didn't even get half what we did last time. That's kind of sad. But we'll keep her going because why not? But yeah, we'll employ a multitude of strategies so that we can crash the game. Not really sure what those strategies will entail, but we shall see. So I don't know if this will be like a weekly thing or a bi-weekly thing or just the whenever I get another Delacium thing. But I honestly, I don't know if I would prefer to have the game crash at like the third or fourth Delacium because that would be an extremely short series. Um, but at the same time, that would be that would be like the funniest possible outcome if all it takes is three Delaciums and the game just shits itself. We'll just have to see. We'll see. I kind of want to. I hope the game fights back a little bit. It says, "No, we can handle it. We can do it." Oh yes, we get a round 15 active skill now. Here it is. Game pauses and stutters. Oh yeah, clean, clean looking active skill. Big money. That was also bad. Okay, we'll go one more time. Because why not? Something else that's very cool is Chaos Bound Spirit Gaggy. Relating, so these video ideas are kind of intertwined in that they involve the same heroes and damage over times and such. But he just gives a flat increase of burn to your enemies. It's by 40% without cap. So if we just get him on the team, which seems like a good idea, what we could do is we could just, you know, throw him in and then just increase our damage by probably, I think 15% would be a nice conservative estimate. I say 15% because half of Geister's dots are from poison, and also because a lot of his damage isn't from damage over time, it's just from explosions of the remaining dots with his core, which is very cool, of course. And so I would say 10 to 15% probably is a nice estimate. That also sucked. I assume we just get bad dispersal of the monster buffs, but top of the leaderboard's here for now, which is cool, feels good. But if we go to the auction house, you will see. I was literally I made an offer on the auction house. I was going to sell my Mockman for 13,000 starry gems, because I wanted to snatch up the 11K Gaggy copy. But shortly after I told my idea, I don't know if it was because of me. That would be rather presumptuous, I think. This copy is holy armor. Oh man, I want it so bad. But yeah, like legit 5 minutes after, I mean, not five, but like within the hour after I came up with my gaggy idea for clearing Valk stages, I think it would buy you like 1 to 3 rounds, probably, depending on your treasure train and how strong your gaggy is and such, of just free damage against the enemy, which seems like it would be the clear for me. Anyway, the copy got sold immediately after that, so that kind of feels bad. But again, I don't want to assume that was the cause of that. My head's not that big. It's just almost that big. But in any case, that seems like a really good idea to me. Um, and I hope that somebody makes a video about that before I'm able to, because obviously I can't, because I don't have an A tier gaggy. It might even work with a non A tier gaggy if you have like a torch or something and enough CI offset. But I don't know. We will have to see. Give it a shot, maybe. But yeah, that'll be cool and fun, I suspect, for whomever is able to try. But welcome to the new series. Welcome to maybe the advent of Gaggy in Void campaign, at least for those looking to push it, because that would be nice for 5.3.1 as well. So I don't know, chapter 4 through 6, we might see a resurgence or an insurgence of Gaggy, because he can't resurge yet because he hasn't resurged a first time. But anyway, Geezer account. I might look for a Gaggy so that I might switch to him, see what he can do, because he's of course a tenant from Mutated Fungus Geister. There he is, right there in slot 2. So that's cool. But in any case, I appreciate you watching, stopping by. I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everybody.